small adjustment here. A small adjustment there. And... very good. Let me just post a link to Discord. So, Sup was able to fix the file. He explained there was a stack on one of the towers, and the game couldn't understand which plane it was in, I think he said. I don't know. Sounds weird to me, but whatever. Anyway, point is he fixed the file. So we can see how this game would end. Hey, how's it going, Buster? Alright. We are 8 turns away from the end of the world. Well, the beginning of the end. The part with all the fighting. I would love to take his capital and get a couple of spells out of him, but I just don't think I'm gonna. Nope. As much as it would be nice to have a couple more spells, I think I'll just, it doesn't really matter if I make peace with him or not. I mean, he's destroying my resources with volcanoes, but, you know, I have a lot of resources to destroy. So... alright. You guys are ready to move? So this stack here, I'm gonna send them over to my capital area, as that's, well, that's basically my lose condition. I think 9 storm giants will hold. You know, I think 9 storm giants will hold a city. Yeah. Seems good enough. We're also amassing lots of airships that can respond to problems when the end of the world begins. We could take the time to make more volcanoes, but I think we're kind of past that. The only thing that really makes sense right now is to summon lots of stuff. To just go around to my cities and just reinforce them in preparation for the end game. So, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think focus magicked Hadriex are pretty good. I think I'm just gonna go around and put one in every city on my main continent. And, if there's not going to be a lot of time left over, but I can add some storm giants as well. You want peace? I accept. Cool. We'll be best buddies now, Cerevi. Could I get you to get rid of this chaos rift? It really annoys me. It does annoy me. That city also had its resources wrecked, I think. Anyway. Alright, at this point, I'm not going to continue sorting. Alright, oops. One too many clicks. Let me start with the spell casting this time. Let's see. Alright, I don't think I need... I can make do with one less beetle. I think that's a decent trade. Alright, what about the capital? Yeah, it's pretty well defended right now. Alright, I'll remove a beetle from here. Call me the worst wizard ever, will you? Well, I'll show you! Hadriex! Hadriex everywhere! And I'm preparing even now the ultimate spell. Truly, could the worst wizard ever possibly accept any other victory than the spell of mastery? It's the only appropriate ending to this, isn't it? Alright, let's see. So you got one with a touch. it is going to be very difficult for someone to take these cities. I hope. Especially when they don't have a lot of armies in this area. That said, it would help if I could also plug these portals with anything. Anything I can shove in those holes. This would be a pretty good thing. Let's see. So, there are, I think, only 2 towers on this continent. Ideally, I can put something in each of them. Okay, let's see. Summoning circle to here. Then when they come out, they have to fight their way through all of this crap that I've got to take my cities. Fight for every inch of my territory. Hold on, I'm gonna skip through my whole turn again if I'm not careful. Okay, out, in. I was really hoping you guys would step out of those towers. But you're not gonna. You're gonna sit there, aren't you? Well, can't be helped. Alright. We've got 2 more cities to put these in. With absolutely choking maintenance costs. Alright, this stack here. This stack here will ideally clog 1 tower. This stack of warships, supported by trolls, will ideally stop the other one. I'll have excess. Okay. 4 turns. 3 turns left now. I have no idea why the ship's up here. Flame Strike. For Doomsday? I could make such a deal now. Here's the secrets of nature's eye. Alright, he can now ruin the world with his very own Doomsday. With only 1 city to his name, I mean. I don't know how he's going to hold that together, but... Okay, 2 of you can hop in there. We'll just keep an eye on this corner. Alright, and 1 final Ifrit. Alright, out. Oot. Okay, focus magic. The cities that are not in my core, well, I'm going to lose a lot of them. And as I lose them, my casting skill is going to decrease with the losses. But that's okay. Because eventually the spell will cast, and they won't be able to take my core. Okay, this is the wrong one. You stay in there. Okay. Now, from here on out, we're just gonna make a stack of death. Just a stack of death to react to anything that's a problem. 3 turns. Still hoping those will come loose. Another one. Another one. Another one. Alright, fine. I need mana from here on out. Still hoping those become open for just a second so I can stick something in them. I should save up a little bit of mana crystals in my vault. I'll wait until this is a 9 stack. Okay. Should I cast Doomsday first? Should I? It would mess them up a little. Five points of unrest is brutal. I'm gonna do it. They're all gonna hate this. But I also gave it to Cerevi. Call me the worst wizard, and then I do this! It's the worst chaos spell. Shut up! I've cast it. You couldn't cast it. I did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. Looks like everyone's at war with her. She is the main antagonist of this world. Currently, we're at 55% against her. She is, very strong. Oh, my power income is declining. That's the lost volcanoes. That's the volcanoes there. Because the volcanoes are the source of most of our power. Oh, we could try to disjunction a bunch of her stuff right before the start. Nobody's calling me on the phone about my thing. If we could dispel Crusade, Holy Arms... You know what? Divine Order is making the spell of Mastery harder to cast? If I eliminated this, it actually becomes easier. Wow! It's a little risky because it might piss her off. Where to go? That should have discounted the spell of Mastery. We'll check again in a second. No, it's still the same price. It's not affected by that. Alright, I'm gonna aim for Crusade and Enlightenment. No, Holy Arms. Let's go for Crusade, that's the big one. Alright, we need 1,800. Okay, well it's not a guaranteed disjunction. Yes, Sup fixed it for us. Isn't it great? Happiness, so we can see how this game would end. Okay, the Crusade goes away. She's probably not going to be too happy about this. I think I need 900 to defeat the next spell. I don't use disjunctions very often. I usually consider them to be a losing game, but... it'd be funny if I blew out her Just Cause as well. The Doomsday should be having an impact right now. That's the dispelling of Crusade, isn't it? Ooh. Remember how I was at 50%? It's shooting up as I just eliminate a few spells. Yep, chat's empty at the time because this is a weird hour and I know it. But I promised everyone I'd stream this later, and here it is. Alright, have we... Alright. Yeah, I do want to see how this game ends. Tomorrow should be Warcraft. Oh, the arms is gone. She likes me at Harmony now. She likes me more as I disjunction her. Now that's weird. As her military strength goes down, she respects me more, maybe? I'm gonna blow out Just Cause. I'ma do it. It costs me almost nothing. Okay, nothing else matters. None of this is relevant. None of this is relevant here. Oh, she broke off all of her wars when her army suddenly shrank. We'll check the stats again next turn. Oh, that's got to go too. Hold on a second. Okay. I'll just throw a max power disjunction and hope that it does something. I'm kind of hoping to see one of them cast the spell of... start the spell of mastery. But actually, all things considered, what am I thinking? She's the only threat in the world. So, although that would mean she's too busy casting the spell of mastery to do anything else with her magic, which would be an advantage. They're never going to open those towers up so I can plug them. Okay. Lack of space. Desserts from lack of space. Well, we know what that means. Alright. Let's have a look at the stats now. Wow, you take her globals out and she's on my level. That's insane! I actually brought her down to my level. That also means... Wow, yeah, this went from like 50% to 65% more or less. With a little rounding. Okay, this is huge. So, there are only two cities for blue and one for what? There are 3 cities in the world that aren't controlled by one of the 2 of us. The real powers in this world. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Instead of 15 turns, it's now 14 turns. My casting skill is very good. I don't think I'm going to speed it up much more than this. I'm not going to give her more time to build up more stuff. I'm triggering it! She has to recast her globals. Her armies are not going to be nearly as dangerous for a few days till she gets them back up. Are you mad? I can't maintain a relationship while you're preparing to banish me? No, we can totally be friends. It's fine. He's a little uneasy. She didn't even call me. I've been dispelling a lot of your spells lately, and I just want to say, here's some money. Here you go. Just ignore what I'm doing. You should pay attention to your own problems. You don't need to worry about me. There's no time to maintain a wizard's pact. The treaty is cancelled and war will soon follow. I see our wizard pact is worthless. Keep casting the spell of mastery and my armies will knock on your door soon. My, is he optimistic. Okay. He didn't actually break the pact yet. She is still holding the peace treaty, the alliance. You enjoying that gold I gave you? It's nice, isn't it? I could give you some more if you like. Our kingdom's a little poor these days. Every wizard unites to crush you with all their military and magical forces. Try, you persisted in casting the spell of mastery, so we are dragged into an unavoidable war. Oh, you don't seem united yet. The only person who matters is peaceful. Nope, she's declared war on me. That's the end of the alliance. All right. I have Flame Strike now. He didn't even use that Doom Mastery. Yeah, this is hopeless. I lost fame for that. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Dispel. What an interesting choice. Oh, is one of my magicians wiping out an entire stack of yours? You're not used to fighting without your crusade and all your other enchantments. Seriously, if she had all of her buffs right now, this would actually be dangerous. Actually, that exorcism would have killed that unit. How does she have so many draconians? Oh, a city. This is on... Yeah, okay. Ah, this city. That's a lot of... Yeah, well, I mean, you know, if you're just gonna hit me with that, I mean, yeah, okay, the city's yours. I'll make it cost what I can, but, I mean... Oh, there's really nothing I can do. I'm not sure I can kill even a single one of these. I have a feeling this is gonna be a whole bunch of exorcisms. The Doom Drake some. Yeah, I have a feeling we're about to watch an entire army vanish. No, they're healing. Hey there, Bez! Oh, these aren't ghostly warships. These are chaos-channeled warships that fly. In other words, they have wings. Everything they've got from the Archangels should have regeneration, and these have regeneration. I can't do damage to you, so it's yours. Oh, here you go. You are losing a lot of magicians right now in these fights. Oh my gosh, now this is an embarrassing amount of damage to take from a ghost. I was beginning to think you wouldn't kill the ghost. She managed to take one city so far on her first move. That's yours. One city. She's got one city. Not a lot of turns left. And that city was taken by such a force, I'm not even going to try to recapture it. Okay. This is what matters over here. I need to hold 2 choke points. Woo! Yeah, life mages were always going to be my weakness because chaos channels. But even so, whew, this is what I was always afraid of. No, you guys don't even have fire breath. Okay, we have successfully taken this tile. As we just saw, she can just delete armies right now. It's a huge problem. Alright, this is a 9 stack. Our resistance isn't very good. I can't cast spells. Spell of Master is ongoing. But I'll keep moving armies into here. Alright, this needs to go away now. Now, we've got a Prayer Master with us, so we're pretty hard to wreck. Beautiful. That's how it should be. 20 resistance, well, we won't be getting rid of that easily. That's the power of Eri the Illusionist. She cast like 4 spells. 2 flame strikes, 2 lightning bolts, all in one turn. And then still shot the enemy. And we leveled up. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is sealed. I'm not going to mess with this, but there's nothing that's going to come through this hole. That means this is the only way that they're going to get into this area where my capital is. They do have a good army or two here, but not much. And I also have a reaction force here. So it's pretty much a question of this hole here. I actually think I'm going to push this force down there. Not that they're immune to Holy Word, but, well, they're the best I've got. The world is filling with corruption tiles because of my Doomsday. But Life Mages are pretty resistant to... Actually, no. Holy shit. The Dark Elves do not like this Doomsday thing. Ha! How is Rimworld Drowbard faring? Oh, she's doing great! In fact, there's more than one of her running around now. Don't ask how that happened. Yeah, demon engines, that's how. I need to play Jade Cocoon one of these days. I've been meaning to for, like, ever. Since the game came out, and that was about 1,000 years ago. Hey, get back here. That has to be embarrassing, losing an entire army to, I think one ship is carrying the other in the game's estimation here. Losing an entire army to a gargoyle. She really needs to get her globals back up. Without them, her armies are not dangerous. Like Life Mages need their globals. Their globals are way OP. But when they don't got them, suddenly... Also, she does not seem to have enough casting skill. She seems to be... Well, she was a troll queen, so maybe... Even so, her casting skill seems very low. I thought the... doggone it. The warships fire at those. Alright. Now, she's gonna blast us with a holy word. Yeah. That's the limits of her power. She can cast like one spell. Well, this army's toast. She didn't use Holy Word. She didn't I'm gonna check her mana crystals. Is she running out of mana crystals, maybe? That would be a shocking thing to find out. Well, we got one. Hard to say. I won't spoil what happened. Hello there, Shadier. Do you have any heals left? I think she's out of mana crystals. Holy crap, that held. Well, javelins lose to magicians. This is just a fact of life. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Kaguya, what is happening to you right now? Your armies are vanishing before us. You're fighting me everywhere. Okay, well, I mean, that's, I'm not even, no, that one's just a boss. Okay. It seems like you've discovered my flying ships. I have entire Doom fleets in the air right now. The flapping looks a little silly when it's a boat, though. But it is a winged boat! The powers of chaos, man. My demon-possessed ships are coming for you. No, but I've seen a review of it by Seth, and Seth made the game seem like a blast. But I have not played it myself. Yeah, that's an Archangel right there. But this is just a normal boat. Only 1 in 3 boats get the demon flight. Almost got rid of your Doom Drake. Really? You're attacking me with one thing? What are you doing? What is this? An accident? A misclick? No, no, it's Total War. It's because I'm casting the spell of Mastery. She's going all out. She's hitting me with everything. That's what's going on. Every single thing she has to try to strain my resources. Oh wow, that worked. Yeah, this is an attempt to cause me to run out of resources. No, it's not what inspired that faction exactly. I don't think. I could ask him. Sup, well, Sup has a, Sup likes Chinese stories a lot. He's a big fan of Cultivator stories. I don't think Amazing Cultivator in particular inspired it. But, hey, maybe I'm wrong. I could always ask him. But yeah, I've read a ton of Cultivator stories. Yeah, this is getting relentless. They're really throwing every single unit in their entire empire at me. Even when they have no hope of winning, they're just hoping I burn a few mana crystals. Yeah, okay. Alright, now this is gonna be a brutal one-sided beatdown again. The illusionist once again shows her ridiculousness. 2 spells. Let me see. The mammoths. 3 spells. 4 spells. Shoot! Alright, what's the Chaos Warrior gonna do? Chaos! Man, I wish I had Apocalypse. Or Armageddon. No, I think it is called Apocalypse. That's a great spell. I'm not gonna fight this one. It's 2 boats. I don't care about them. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, everyone's at war with me now. She is! She has no... How did she run out of mana crystals? Everyone is out of mana crystals in the world at this point. I don't know how she ran out of mana crystals, but you know what? That just makes this a lot easier. Now she has to somehow recast her globals. Fighting battles where she doesn't have any mana left. Alright, this point needs reinforcement. She can dispel this entire army on me again. Heh. At least if you fight my boats there, it's a 9-stack. How about that? Oh, her army's taking a drubbing. It's not moving the needle a whole lot compared to dispelling her globe. My gosh, the dispelling of her globals just evaporated her advantage. But... okay, alright, her armies just became stronger. She's got 2 more globals to get into play. But that gives all of her units 33% more hit points. Yes, waste your magic on my boats, please. Darn. I don't know how much magic you've got, but I'm just hoping you throw it away on stupid battles and not battles that are important. Okay. You gonna cast a spell on my gargoyle? No. You sure? This gargoyle already ate one of your armies. Because I don't care how many mana crystals I burn, I could be totally frivolous. I'm not the worst wizard. All of you are! Not even able to use magic in your hour of need. What does that make you? No more regenerating for you. Another time. Man, she has lost like 3 armies to this one gargoyle. Oh, you could have killed the gargoyle if you had just fired everything you had. They're durable, but not that durable. Bless is a good choice, though, I'll admit. Everything that's not a troll is already gone. This is your last apprentice. Uh-oh. That blast just ain't cutting it. My fame is skyrocketing. Ah, crap. The Chosen One. I want to do as much damage as I can to the Chosen One before it crashes into something important. But unfortunately, if I give it a turn, he'll just heal himself. Oh, whatever. Here's a turn. Yep. Heal. You are not even a user of magic! Not like I, a master of it! Alright, get out of there. You guys have lost. They aren't flying ships, those are just regular boats, so I don't care. Yeah, this random stack isn't gonna last long. I like leaving single units lying around when I'm a Chaos Mage, because I can do this. It's great for chopping down their armies before they hit my cities. If every one of these stacks crashed into my cities, they might be doing damage with each one. But to have the armies already devastated by the time they get there, wow. Actually, in this case, I think I'll win. No messing around with firebolts, just lightning bolt this thing. You're tough. Suppose I could have used Phantom Beasts instead. I'll do that next time. Ah, the Archangels are here. 3 flying boats. A shame, but... Oh, here we go. Another chance to ruin your day. And these aren't flying ships, these are regulars. She hasn't been attacking the real flying ship stacks yet. Uh-oh, you gave me a second turn. Oh, this is expensive. Even with the extra hit points, fire is still fire. Oh, this is a here. Do you have invisible backup? No, you're a life mage. You don't have anything invisible. Alright, you're gonna cast a spell this time. This is the moment you need it. One holy word. Well, that's a pretty good Fang the Dragon there. Ooh, gee, with a Black Prayer from your Draconian? Yeah, you could wipe this army. But you seem to have no mana crystals. Somehow. What terrible accident has caused that? Ah! No! An unhandled exception error occurred. Fuck! No! Oh man, there's like a million battles. I don't want to play a million battles again just to see if the same error occurs again. I'm gonna play a million battles. I'm gonna load, and I'm just gonna click through them to see if the error occurs first. All right. So we save. We're just gonna skip all the battles and see if that happens again. And that will determine whether or not I want to play this. It certainly seems like Kaguya knows the spell, Crash Game, doesn't it? Alright. No, wrong button. Oh, I want to fight these, but no. No. Alright. Maybe just the fact that the battles go different will cause it to make different moves and not crash the game. Nope, it crashed again. Oh, come on. It crashed again. Alright. Alright. Well, poo. Wow, that's so disappointing. It is so frustrating. Alright, but at least we know how the game will end now. Before, I wasn't sure how the game was going to end. But I can say with great confidence how this game ends. So, disjunctioning all of her shit did this to her. Which was, and we saw how the fights were going, to take my capital. The only way she could stop me from winning the game in like 10 turns, I've got a stack of Storm Giants that are going to be sitting on this tile. The hero stack is sitting on this tile, so there's no way she can come from the Arcanus plane. To get to my continent, she has to come by boat or by flight. And she doesn't have a ton of stuff to do that with. What she does have is crashing into individual units and getting ripped up before it can actually hit me. When it comes to the question of my actual capital, I don't think she can crack this. And if I feel my capital's threatened, these guys can move over there pretty quickly. If I see a real threat, they'll move off of this and respond to it. So, I am certain that she can't stop me. There is nothing she has that can stop me. This is definitely a victory by spell of mastery. It's insane to me that 3 globals can result in it's more than a 10% swing, well over, on the domination rate. Life globals are insane. They're so good. But yeah, giving him Doomsday for Flame Strike at the last minute, right before this terrible war, so I could finally have access to one of Chaos's big spells. One of their big combat spells, because until now, I was working with lightning bolts and magic vortexes, and look, I got a lot of mileage out of magic vortex, but that is never a spell I would use if I had other options. I was completely desperate for anything I could do. That's the only reason I used that spell. Yeah, the one thing I don't understand is where her mana is. Seriously, she should be starting every single fight with a holy word. And I was afraid of life mages because almost every army I have, even in the capital, holy word would make most of this disappear. Even the Ifrits are not safe from it. I would likely lose half the Ifrits. So while this turn 1, I would basically hit them with a whole bunch of fire. Turn 2, they would, or on their turn, they would hit me with a holy word. It'd be pretty bad, and then I'd need to reinforce this with a new stack. And her, Black Prayer plus Holy Word, you all know that combination and what I've done with it in past games. That is a real credible threat right there. The Halberd's not so much, but she would walk into random crap because, they're fighting at every single turn. They're hitting you everywhere they can, since the Spell of Mastery is going on, to try to whittle you down through attrition. But that's just not gonna work. And you know what's silly? My income is actually pretty crappy. Hold on, I want to show something. Almost every city I have is trading goods. That would only result in 250 mana crystals a turn through alchemy. If I remove the volcanoes, are you ready for this? 1,209 come from my volcanoes. So, yeah, somewhere around here, okay? It's close enough. Alright. No, it's more than that. It's not close enough. We need to get this right. Alright, hold on. I should be going to almost 22. So I need to put in about 100 more. It's difficult with it. That's close enough. Okay. Without the volcanoes, I would only have about 900 mana crystals to play with a turn. After all the maintenance and everything's done. Instead of doing the hero stack, I gave up on the possibility of getting more books and retorts, and went crazy with the volcanoes earlier in the game, literally painting the edges of the world, which do need a new paint job, admittedly, but, whatever. Yeah, if I only had 900 mana crystals a turn, I would not be able to fling those flame strikes quite so willy-nilly. Especially if I didn't have Channeler, a lot of those would be ×3 cost, so a single flame strike could cost me 180 mana crystals. So it's not that the War of Attrition is a bad strategy. If someone's casting the Spell of Mastery, War of Attrition is actually pretty good to use against them in most cases. But but I had nothing to work with, and so instead of doing things that would give me immediate advantage, I went for the long-term slow buildup of volcanoes. And now, finally, that I have Flame Strike at the very, very, very end of the game, I can make appropriate use of Channeler. I mean, that now Channeler's a big deal, whereas a lot of the game it was, well, you know, it saved a few mana crystals here and there. It did add up, but 2 spell books would have been a lot better. So much better. Yeah. Yeah. So I can say with 100% certainty I won this one. I'm sad I didn't get to do the last rounds, but what can you do? Game crashes. It's funny, this game is super stable. Like, really, really stable. So it's funny to me that we finally found a file where it just keeps crashing like this. But, that's how it is. So, yeah, this will be the last game of Master of Magic for probably at least a month or so. We'll come back. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how things are going to go while I'm out of town, but I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 weeks to a month. So, I am going to have streams, but they're going to be at odd hours because I can't be screaming into a microphone at 2 a.m. while I'm staying with somebody else. But I may have streams on odd days, on odd hours, but I've been preparing videos to post. So they're not going to be, well, they're not going to be live streams. They're going to be pre-recorded videos. They're not going to be as long as live streams. They're going to be shorter, but they'll still be. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do have stuff. So, yeah. Even the game couldn't believe what was happening. The worst wizard is destroying us through magic? The spell of mastery? No! You can't cast that! You are the sucky mage, remember? Yes, I remember. So. Anyway, nothing else I can do here, so... Until next time, and again, thank you so much, Sup, for fixing the save file that one time. We're not going to fix it a second time, now that we can see conclusively what would happen. But it was nice that I could at least know that I won, because I was still uncertain. If she had had mana crystals, it would have been a real fight. I would be uncertain how it would turn out still. I would probably be losing a lot of cities. But I took every precaution, every preparation, softened her armies, and then she just somehow ran out of mana crystals. She's supporting too big an army. She's supporting too big an army for the number of cities she has. That's the only explanation. She summoned too many things, she made too many creatures, and the maintenance cost of everything is bankrupting her. Because that's the only reason she wouldn't have, because life is pretty good at economy, but not magic economy, regular gold economy. Food for thought. Added in that doomsday at the end, that's giving her massive unrest rates. That just cut into her gold production. Might have destroyed her margins right at the end with that. Hard to say. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex. Yeah, the Toho mod's so good. We'll definitely play with it more. I like the music. I like the animations for the characters. It's a really good job on that. Really excellent. So yeah. We might try a couple more bad builds. I do want to try the largest world size bad build, because I think it's gonna be a different build. But I also want to try just some designs that I think would be cool to try. I want to try Warlords dwarves with chaos nature and a focus on trying to sculpt the perfect city. That would be the goal. Create the perfect city. And then have that city produce armies that are absolutely unstoppable. Just units that can't be killed. Or as near as I can come to it. Um, yeah, I have other ideas for builds. Lizardman builds. I always have Lizardmen, but I like the Lizardmen a lot. Uh, could play more cultivators as well. Actually, I really like the goblins. I really, really like I feel like the goblins have too many things. They really do. But I like all the things that they have. So I feel almost like the goblins should be split into two. Some of their inventions should be given to somebody else. But anyway, yeah. Alright. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. I'm gonna go record some more RimWorld. Bye. Oh, right, of course. No, you guys definitely lost. All of you. You definitely, definitely did not win that. Alright.